Big Bob. Here we are in South Dakota, Spearfish, South Dakota at the CMC headquarters. Right here I got Dave. You guys know Dave.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Big Bob?
Thank you guys for having us right here, man, over the weekend, the last few days, and we had a good time. And checking out Sturgis, Deadwood. We got some cool interviews. So people don't know about the headquarters here.
Yeah, right.
Well, what do we got going on here?
Yeah, so you know, we're based out of Santa Fe Springs, California. That's where we do a lot of our stuff, but we actually have close ties to South Dakota.
Okay.
We come here every year, and yeah, we've got this great facility where we keep some really cool cars and bikes. A lot of them are pretty special, pretty iconic, and not all the bikes are here right now. Some of them are over at the rally, but yeah, it's just a really cool, fun spot where we maybe can brainstorm, come up with some ideas, strategize, and just really, you know, plan out what our next moves are going to be.
So what's one of your favorite bikes in here right now?
Oh my gosh, that's a hard choice. I mean, we have some Harleys that are pretty special. We've got a really cool Indian that we tore down, a Gilroy Indian that is just really special. I mean, we can walk around if you want.
Yeah, check it out.
Check out a few. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to recognize this amazing bike. It's the Discovery Channel Biker Build-Off World Champion, built by a builder in LA called Trevelin, and this is El Peligroso. It's a 1947 Knucklehead, and I mean, amazing bike, but you know, a lot of history, a lot of amazing stuff, you know, that belong to this bike. So it's an honor to have this in our CMC headquarters out here in South Dakota.
And how long ago was that? About 10 years ago?
Oh my gosh,
15?
yeah, something like that. It's been a bit, but
this thing still looks amazing.
Oh yeah, it's a work of art.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's the best way to describe it. Yep.
Detail, like hell.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the bubble top?
Oh,
I just learned that it's a bubble top. I don't know cars. And
yeah, Buick bubble top. I mean, it's all original and just amazing. Yeah.
Engine's all original too, or
no? It's a little bit of a resto mod. You can see it has the like calipers on it that are all
Oh, okay, yeah.
All upgraded and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you can take this thing anywhere. It's a beautiful car. Yep.
I want to go look at that build back here.
It's called Knuckle Dragger. Several years back at Sturgis, it won the baddest bagger at Sturgis. That's an old Ford front wheel that got fabricated. The whole thing is it's originally it started off as a street glide. It was built by a company called Ass Kickers out of Arizona, and with some connections to Canada. And yeah, it's just an amazing bike. Another amazing work of art. So it's a beautiful piece right there.
This guy was ahead of his time, right?
Say again?
This guy Ass Kicker was ahead of his time when he built this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this thing is just out of this world. So many custom fabricated pieces. We've seen the sketches of when this thing was being just dreamed up and thought of, and our showroom's filled with really cool stuff like that, just to kind of capture some motorcycle history.
Right.
Yeah, the bike right in front of us over here too. This is a really cool bike. It's a 2003 Gilroy Indian that we just kind of put our thumbprint on. It's a fully choloed out Viclas style Indian. You don't see that very much. It might not show up in the video, but it's a really special two-tone. It's like a burnt cherry and black two-tone. It's running a front and rear air ride system on it. Okay. Yeah, we had to fab the Samson True Duals to make it work, and I mean it's a really cool bike. Internal wiring on the custom-made bars there.
Well, and then there's where's the Indian head? Is it back here?
Oh, the Indian head is actually on the front. I mean, that's the bonnet. It's been done up in a special antique gold. So you'll see splashes of that. The artwork on the tank here, it's all hand done. These aren't decals or stickers. It's all, it was all painted by hand. This seat is a one-off seat. I mean, we fabricated all the metal on the seat bar right there. But yeah, that seat didn't exist until we had it made. So it's a really cool bike. Yeah, it's one of my favorite builds that we did. That's the first Indian that we ever messed with too.
Really?
I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Kings Mountain Indian, and Indian went through some transitions, and they were bought out by by a private owner, and they moved the company to Kings Mountain. And so when they built these bikes, they were built with very limited production, and yeah, they were pretty much hand done. So we wanted to bring a stock Kings Mountain, and keep it in here, next to a totally done up Gilroy Indian over there in the corner, just to kind of show some variety. One of our favorite things with the Kings Mountain era Indians is the type of engine that it has. It's called a Power Plus engine. Okay. And the heads look like old school pan heads. Yeah. But they look like bottle caps. Like if you get a chance to take a peek at the rocker box covers here, but you see how they look like old round bottle caps. So it's just another really cool, really unique, special piece that that we had to get when we had the chance to get it.
Are those straight pipes?
These are straight pipes. It's kind of loud. Yeah, that's a true dual freedom exhaust system. We had because the Kings Mountain runs a monoshock, which I think for this type of bike was a little ahead of its time as well. So it was a custom fabricated monoshock air ride, to be able to lower it. Just a few little special custom items on it, but for the most part, it's a pretty stock bike. Right. Yeah.
Now I want to talk about the Softail. That's a piece of history, right?
Yeah. That's a really cool bike that we had a chance to buy and own, and the name of this bike is called Straight Loco. I think this bike pretty much dominated the Harley bike scene when it was doing its tour. So yeah, I mean, there's just, you can't say enough about this bike. I feel started a lot of what you see now in the Viclas scene. Yeah, so it's amazing to be able to own this bike and have it here in our showroom. This is a really cool piece.
And this isn't ridden, right? This is strictly a show bike?
Yeah, I mean, it runs. It's not really something that you're gonna want to ride. It's just so special. So with all the engraving, I mean, the billet spokes that are each one's powder coated and diamond cut. I mean, it's over the top. This bike is over the top. It's just an amazing piece of Harley lowrider Cholo Viclas history right here.
So you think this bike was part of the getting the Viclas movement?
100%, yes. Anybody who's part of the Harley Davidson Viclas scene, they know about Straight Loco. I mean, take a look at the floorboards. They're engraved with the Straight Loco emblem. Yeah. And the original owner of this bike is Steve Castillo. He put this piece together, and it's just amazing work of art.
And again, the engraving, everything at this time is way ahead of its time.
Oh yeah. This wasn't happening, back then when this bike emerged, onto the bike scene.
Was it engraving even like happening on motorcycles, or was it?
I think
rare?
This is probably one of the first bikes that crossed over from the lowrider scene, because that was happening in the lowrider community, but a lot of the things that you would see, done to a lowrider, sort of are represented here on this bike. And this was sort of like a trend-setting bike, in my opinion.
No, they didn't miss anything on this thing.
No.
Jeez, diamond cuts everywhere.
Yeah. And there's just a lot of special people that were involved in building this bike. So. Mondo from LA Baggers built this, and so you see some really cool, again, lowrider influenced work. The paint work, I believe, was done by Danny D, and just some really cool designs that really help to kind of set the stage for what you see happening now.
What is this? Is this like a guard or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to find that if you tried. That's a heel guard to keep you from burning your boot on the pipe. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That thing is, like I said, you couldn't even find that if you tried. That's a pretty old school piece. It's pretty special. Yeah.
So which one here is your favorite?
Yeah, that's a tough call. We have a few bikes at the rally right now at our big booth. you know, at Black Hills Harley Davidson. And I think probably my favorite bike is over there right now. It's a 1997 Heritage Springer.
The red one?
The first year that, yeah, it's a red and white one.
Beautiful, yeah.
Harley released that bike in 1997. This is a good example of that bike in its stock form right here. And yeah, I think the Heritage Springer is probably my favorite softail. And so we have a pretty basic stock one here, and then we have the one that, you know, we did as, you know, as CMC over at the booth. So yeah, but I'm a big fan of the Heritage Classic. That's probably my favorite softail.
Is that the horn or a siren in the front?
Yeah, that's the horn right there. That's original too. Yeah. When Harley rolled this out in 1997, they kind of released it to kind of be like the new version of the old Knucklehead. They even released it with the name The Old Boy. And so one of the things that we do for the Heritage Springers is we design a replacement for the back rear bumper. It's called a cheese grater. And that's on our bike over at Rally right now. But I'd be willing to say that we probably make the best made in the USA cheese grater for Harley Davidson Heritage Springer Classics. We have people all over the world buying that, and it's just something that you can't find even if you try. And so CMC makes that, so that's pretty cool.
You can find them, not at the quality CMC makes.
No, exactly, right, yeah.
Dave, thanks, man, appreciate
Yes, sir.
it. Thank you for having us. You guys, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Tales of the King, and thank you to CMC and Dave for having us at the headquarters all weekend. Talk to you guys soon. King Life.
King Life.